I recently joined the thcod.com program. It's an excellent initiative for connecting with other women in tech and building your professional network. As my peer and I swapped stories during our intro session, we realized we share strikingly similar career journeys. From that point on, our conversation crystallized around three pivotal questions that every aspiring woman leader grapples with. These questions are: have you ever managed a tech team before? Were you nervous stepping into the role? And who was calling the shots? Thinking about these questions took me back to my journey a couple of years ago, when I transitioned from my comfortable, purely technical data science role into a senior lead role. Managing a team of 20 data scientists, researchers, developers, and analysts across 20 time zones was both exciting and overwhelming. My mentor at the time, a brilliant lady herself, had warned me about the challenges that came with the territory, such as clashing personalities, maintaining morale, and balancing tech skills with people skills. Her advice? Start small and pick up the 1-minute manager. Over time, I've also picked up lessons from other books, mentors, and managers that have shaped my leadership style today. Number 1 rule: knowing when to step up and when to step back. In the first few months of my new role, I was exhausted. Debugging, resolving bugs, and solutionizing every problem for the team felt like a self-imposed challenge. However, I knew it wasn't sustainable. That's when I realized I needed to step back and let my team step up. One quote that stuck with me was, "The best minute you spend is the one you invest in people." So instead of micromanaging, I started coaching my team to own their responsibilities, trust their instincts, and soak in the problem for a reasonable time before reaching out for help. Not only was it incredible to see their creativity and problem-solving skills flourish, but some of the ideas offered were those that would have skipped my radar. Number 2, rule. Prioritize according to Pareto's rule. Do you often find your calendar double or even triple booked on any given day? You are not alone. Focus on being productive instead of busy. This approach gave me clarity and freed up my energy to focus on strategic goals rather than getting lost in the weeds. This meant more time for upskilling myself, tackling challenges where others failed, and thinking ahead to plan a long-term roadmap for the team's work. Number 3, rule. Being comfortable with saying no. Throughout my career, most women I have spoken to, regardless of their seniority, have confessed that saying no is challenging. This struggle is common, whether due to the fear of being disliked, the worry of being perceived as difficult, or the irrational need to prove themselves capable of handling it all. However, saying yes often is a one-way ticket to burnout, exhaustion, and compromise on delivering meaningful impact. As Greg McKeown wisely puts it in Essentialism, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So, pick your yeses wisely. Ensure they are intentional and impactful. I realized I couldn't say yes to all new requests, brainstorming sessions, or fire drills and still meet my own team's objectives. Number 4, rule: enjoying criticism and being challenged. Leadership often involves calling the shots and having the final say in decisions. It is equally about being open to the criticism or pushback that your proposal may get in a room full of brilliant minds, regardless of their seniority. Over time, I've realized that embracing challenges to your ideas isn't a threat. It's an opportunity. As Adam Grant says in Think Again, the mark of a lifelong learner is recognizing that you can learn something from everyone you meet. I work in the field of generative AI, and prompt engineering for models like ChatGPT is nothing less of an art. Some of the best prompts for RAG-based solutions didn't come from me, but from those discussions where my suggestions were questioned, debated, or even replaced. In conclusion, here is a quick summary of all the quotes mentioned in this article for ease of reference. The best minute you spend is the one you invest in people. Focus on being productive instead of busy. Every time you say yes to something, you are saying no to something else. The mark of a lifelong learner is recognizing that you can learn something from everyone you meet. So what's your leadership style like? I'd be interested to hear any nuggets of wisdom you have picked along the way, or any books that had an impact on your leadership style.